After you've finished your snails and their trails, then you're going to be ready to paint. I did add a little detail to my snails. You can see that my snail has a little mouth and it has the little eye spots up on top. So you can add those as well. Next, we're going to be adding paint, and we're going to do what's called a watercolor resist. If you press down very nice and hard with your crayons, when you dip your brush into the paint, remember, it should be nice and wet. The crayon will resist or push away the paint so it doesn't cover it up. So I'm washing out my brush. I'm going to change to a little bit of green. Now, you have to have your paint, oops, looks like I forgot an eyeball. You have to have your paint nice and wet. If it's too thick and gloppy, it will be thick and cover up your crayon. So watercolor paint is meant to be very wet and very thin. Notice that I'm mixing colors, but I'm mixing them on my paper. So I just took some yellow and mixed it in with the green on my paper. I didn't mix it up in my paint tray. So we're trying to cover up our whole paper in more colors. You may pick 2 or 3 colors. So the 3 colors that I have picked for mine are green, yellow, and blue. Okay, so you are going to pick out 3 colors. If it gets too dark, which I just did, then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to get it wet and I'm going to thin it out a little bit. Okay, if I can get it wet, then hopefully you will be able to see the snail trail again in just a minute. It'll start to pop back through. Okay, so with wet watercolor, not thick and gloppy, create a colorful background. Washing the brush every time, remembering the colors that you're using. So my 3 are yellow, green, and blue. Okay? And you will see my finished painting hanging on the wall in class.